Hello everyone, David90K here, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make money using the Bazaar. Now before we get into the video, if you could like and subscribe, it helps my channel out a lot, and also make sure to comment down below your favorite investments and money-making methods within Hypixel skyblock. So let's go ahead and get into it. But we are going to look at some of the best items to buy at the Bazaar in order to make money over time. Making money will happen naturally with skyblock, time progressing just because of inflation and other things. But let's go ahead and look at the Bazaar real quick. So one of the best investments in the game you can get are booster cookies. These have consistently gone up in price throughout ever since they were first released. They first started off at around 800,000 and now they're up at about 10 million per cookie. The reason this is because in order to get, you have to head over to Elizabeth over here and you have to buy them using skyblock gems, which can only be used for real money, which allows you to pay to win every now and then. But I would definitely recommend investing in booster cookies if you do have a little bit extra money and you feel like just making some passively. Just buy a few booster cookies if you have a lot of cookie buff and just let them sit in your vault or bank and something, and when they go up you get to sell them. Now we also can't not talk about the stock of Stonks. This has also consistently gone up. It is now worth 20 million. I believe when it was first released it was about 100,000 per, but now it's 20 million per, so I can only afford one with however much I have in my purse right now. These have consistently gone up and they mostly will only go up. However, as you can see, it is quite risky because it is a test item and may get deleted. But not only that, not only it being a test item, it is also worthless. And when I say worthless, I mean it has no actual value to it. The only value to it is that it is worth something in the Bazaar, and that's it. So it could just go down when people realize that there's really not a point in having any stock of Stonk, and once they figure that out, the price will probably drop. Of course, it is a really cool item since there are there's only a few thousand of them out right now. The reason why they're valuable is because you can never create any more. There is only a limited amount. I think there's around 10,000-ish maybe right now. This is just a guess. I don't know the exact number, but there's 7,000 for sale within the Bazaar at the moment, and the only way to get more is to just buy them from the Bazaar, but that's not really creating more, that's just buying it off of someone else. This does have potential to make you a lot of money. However, I do doubt that it'll make you money in the long run. Some other investments you can make are event specific items. So something like Griffin feathers or even Spooky Fest candies and stuff like this. The reason why these are so valuable, let's say right after a spooky festival, the supply of candies will be extremely high. This is because the festival just went on, a lot of people got candies and they're all selling it to the Bazaar. Now, if you buy this while the supply is up, the price will actually go down for these candies. Right before the next spooky festival, people will be buying the candies in order to get all the items and the pets and stuff that come with the spooky shop. And this will cause the demand to increase, which will cause the price to increase. So it is definitely worth buying in seasonal items around when the season happens. For my best example, we do have spooky stuff such as candies. You can also do something like the Hoppy's Hunt, but I would also recommend doing winter gifts. You could end up reselling volcanic rock and stuff like that just to get a little bit of profit for every one you sell, or even bottles of Jer, or even these bottles over here. You can resell them and make pretty decent profit. Now, also using the Bazaar, instead of just doing investments, you can do something called Bazaar Flipping, which is where you find something in high demand with a large margin selling. So for example, let's go back to the events because I saw a large margin over here at the winter, such as the bottle of Jerry. Now, as you can see, the buy price is around 2,600,000-ish, and the sell price is around 2,100,000. If you were to place a buy order for one, you'd buy it for 2.1 million, and then if you were to sell this, you could sell it for 2.6 million, end up making 500,000 profit. This is just free money you can do. You can find this with anything, although I don't recommend doing it with the bottles of Jerry because if you look at the demands, there's only 1.6 thousand insta buys in 7 days and 706 insta sells in 7 days. And that means there is not much people buying and selling, causing the speed at which you gain money to be really slow. So I don't really recommend doing something like this. I would recommend something with higher demand, definitely with more sales. Maybe even a booster cookie, just because everyone's always trying to buy one. So if you go ahead and look at the booster cookie, you can see 100,000 insta sells in 7 days, 100,000 insta buys in 7 days. So it is definitely more likely you can make more money with booster cookies, or even just something like a little cheaper, like with recoms, because everyone always wants a recom, or even just, if you can just find anything. It doesn't have to be something insanely expensive, it can be something pretty cheap, but with a large percentage difference. Like this, with iron ingots, Their iron ingots almost one half the insta sell price is almost one half the insta buy price. So if you buy 9 million coins worth of iron, you could sell it for double that for 18 million. It makes 2 times profit. Obviously you do need to buy a lot of this, but it can happen. So for example, if I buy 600,000 worth of it, I have to wait for the order to fill completely. But yeah, so my order went through completely for 8.7 coins per. So now I'm going to go ahead and look at the iron price and the mining. The iron price is 13.2 right now, so I'm gonna head over to manage orders, right click to flip the order, and I'm going to change the price to 13.1, and then we have the order flip. So as you can see, I'm going to gain around 315,000 coins of total profit once the order fills. So I bought for 600,000, I'm gaining 300,000 profit, so I'm getting around 940,000 total. I just have to wait for the order to go through completely. Also, something that I do recommend doing is if you buy a booster cookie, which I'm going to do right now, when you buy a booster cookie, you can redeem it and you are able to gain something called bits from it, or about 1,000 bit is roughly equivalent to 1 million coins. You can head over to Elizabeth and go to the bit shop. You can buy stacking enchantments and resell them to offset the cost of buying booster cookie. Now, and the more bits you use in the bit shop, the higher your fame rank will go. And when you have a higher fame rank, you can gain more bits multiplied per cookie. So as you can see, I have 5,600 bits available right now. That means I have about 5 million coins that I can make and resell to Elizabeth. Now I do recommend just getting God potions just because I don't like to not have them, as I do think that the wisdom is always worthwhile to have. So I'm just going to go ahead and wait until I get enough bits for that. That's about it in today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe, and so I can make more content like this.